The Pagani Utopia emerges from the darkness like a machine sent from another dimension, its matte black carbon fiber body absorbing every reflection while razor-sharp LED lights slice through the midnight air with an almost supernatural glow. And as the camera slowly circles around the handcrafted Italian masterpiece, every curve, bent, and exposed carbon detail reveals an obsession with perfection that modern hypercars rarely achieve, while the low aggressive stance and aerodynamic silhouette create the feeling of a fighter jet disguised as a road car, parked silently beneath the shimmering city skyline as distant thunder echoes across the atmosphere. And when the butterfly doors rise upward with cinematic precision, the luxurious cockpit appears like the control center of a futuristic spacecraft, filled with polished aluminum switches, handcrafted leather, exposed mechanical engineering, and timeless analog beauty that separates the Pagani Utopia from ordinary supercars. While rain begins falling across the glossy streets and reflections dance beneath the vehicle's massive rear diffuser, creating a dramatic luxury atmosphere designed for pure cinematic intensity. And as the engine finally awakens with a brutal twin-turbocharged roar, flames erupt briefly from the titanium exhaust system while the entire city seems to pause for a moment in admiration of the machine's raw presence. Because this is not simply transportation, it is automotive art engineered for billionaires, collectors, and dreamers who demand something beyond imagination, and every second of the sequence must feel powerful, emotional, luxurious, and unforgettable with ultra-realistic reflections, deep shadows, volumetric lighting, slow-motion camera movement, cinematic drone shots, detailed carbon textures, dramatic weather effects, realistic engine vibrations, and a dark futuristic environment that makes the Pagani Utopia appear like the king of all hypercars. As the matte black Pagani Utopia begins moving through the empty neon-lit streets of a futuristic metropolis, the camera follows from an ultra-low angle while the glowing taillights create red reflections across the wet pavement, and the handcrafted V12 engine releases a thunderous symphony that echoes between skyscrapers with terrifying beauty, while every acceleration scene feels violent yet elegant as the hypercar launches forward like a missile engineered with Italian perfection. And cinematic rolling shots reveal the vehicle's sculpted body lines, aerodynamic airflow channels, forged wheels, massive carbon ceramic brakes, and active rear aero elements working together in complete harmony at extreme speed, while sparks of light reflect across the carbon fiber body under rain-soaked night conditions that create an atmosphere of wealth, mystery, power, and futuristic engineering beyond normal imagination. And as the soundtrack intensifies with deep bass and dramatic orchestral tension, the Pagani Utopia races through tunnels, mountain highways, luxury downtown districts, and empty midnight roads with cinematic transitions that feel worthy of a Hollywood blockbuster, while close-up shots highlight every luxurious interior detail including the polished metal gauges, exposed transmission linkage, premium leather craftsmanship, illuminated controls, and precision mechanical artistry designed completely by hand, creating the feeling that the vehicle itself possesses a soul, and every camera movement must feel smooth, expensive, emotional, and larger than life with realistic reflections, ultra-detailed textures, atmospheric fog, glowing headlights, cinematic lens flares, high-speed tracking shots, aerial drone sequences, realistic tire smoke, and dramatic lighting that transforms the Pagani Utopia into the ultimate symbol of speed, luxury, and futuristic automotive dominance unlike anything ever created before. The final cinematic sequence begins at sunrise as the Pagani Utopia climbs an isolated coastal mountain road overlooking an endless ocean wrapped in golden morning light, while the matte black body contrasts beautifully against the glowing horizon and every detail of the hypercar becomes more dramatic under the soft cinematic sunlight, creating an atmosphere of absolute perfection and unmatched automotive beauty, while the engine sound grows deeper and more emotional as the vehicle accelerates through sharp corners with effortless precision, demonstrating engineering mastery that combines brutal power with artistic elegance, and the camera captures breathtaking aerial views of the Utopia carving through mountain curves surrounded by fog, cliffs, ocean reflections, and cinematic clouds that make every frame feel legendary, while close-up slow-motion scenes reveal rotating wheels, vibrating exhaust pipes, active aerodynamics, glowing brake calipers, and shimmering carbon fiber textures. With ultra-realistic detail designed specifically for high-retention luxury car content, and as the soundtrack reaches its emotional peak, the Pagani Utopia stops dramatically at the edge of the mountain overlooking the sleeping city below, while both butterfly doors rise slowly into the air and soft golden sunlight pours into the handcrafted cockpit, revealing an interior that feels more like fine art than machinery. And the final moments must create the sensation that this hypercar represents. The ultimate dream machine built for those who refuse ordinary luxury, while cinematic lighting, realistic weather particles, detailed reflections, emotional camera movement, dramatic environmental atmosphere, realistic shadows, premium color grading, ultra-realistic rendering, and Hollywood-level visual storytelling combine together to create a masterpiece sequence capable of dominating luxury automotive content across YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and cinematic AI film production.